Hey, what's up, fam? We're here for another episode of The Story Behind the Artist. We have a very special artist that we talk about today. Her name is Josie Bellini. Josie is an OG artist in the NFT and crypto space. She started creating art in since 2017, so she's really one of the earliest, and she's a crypto artist. So her background is actually from finance, and then she started creating art on the side. And a lot of her early art is very crypto inspired. And then at one point, she just completely dove into that space. Button, you have some more details to share about that.
Yeah. So let's first off show who Josie Bellini is. She's young. First off, she's born in 1994, and she has really made an indent in the NFT space, starting, like you mentioned, originally from crypto art. So crypto art, as defined by her, is art that puts a focus on crypto. And what she ended up doing was going to a variety of different conferences focused on, blockchain and so on. And she would sell her different prints. So if you go to her main website, you can see some of these prints that you were able to buy from her directly. She would just have a little table, and she was asking people if they would be interested in buying one of her prints. And then from there, she was getting introduced into non-fungible tokens. And so what she ended up doing was she ended up setting it up so that if you bought some of her prints, she would give you for free an NFT. And the very first one that she did was a piece called Tune In, which you can buy on OpenSea right now. Well, actually, technically, there's only 21 of them, and it's so expensive. I mean, yes, you could buy it for 100 Ethereum. It is very, very expensive. It captures some of the prominent NFTs at that time. She started learning about NFTs primarily from CryptoKitties, which can be found on one of those TVs in the background. And now, because she was in there at the very beginning roots of NFTs with the art scene, her pieces are going for incredible money. She has a great supply, and she's one of our favorite artists of all time. I mean, Kucho, you can't deny Josie is one of the best.
For sure, yeah, I love her art, like the cyberpunk style and also the crypto themes. I mean, just looking at this one, you can see in the background, you can see a crypto punk, crypto kitty, the Decentraland logo, crypto voxels. So it's really cool, like how she creates this beautiful art, while still being so integrated into our space. And I think it's really awesome. Something else I think that's also really cool is that she always finds ways to like reward people that are just interested in her art, that engage with her art. And one piece that shows this very clearly is this piece that she did to bring attention to George Floyd's murder in the summer of 2020. What she did is she created this piece, which also was a physical sign that she actually had at a protest in Chicago after George Floyd's murder. And how she actually distributed this as an NFT is she put out a tweet where she posted this art piece. And then every person that just engaged with that tweet by like liking it, by resharing it, every person she reached out to and gave this as a gift to as an NFT. And I mean, right now, yeah, just the pricing. I mean, something else like her holders are really diamond hands, and yeah, the cheapest just of this pieces it's about 7 ETH. So people are, and not by surprise if you look at the art, people are holding on very tightly to the art that Josie creates.
Yeah, very, very limited editions. I mean, if you look at like if you don't mind going to her main collection, her pieces are spectacular. They're capturing historical moments in time as well as providing like quite a sentiment to the crypto world pre NFTs, even pre Ethereum getting like accepted or recognized all over the world. I mean, the gas mask transition demonstrating the US dollar going from fiat into Bitcoin. It's a thought-provoking art piece that a lot of people are attracted to, not only because it's appealing, but it does demonstrate what these what those who are involved in Bitcoin or have been purchasing Bitcoin, what they're believing the future of currency should become, and taking a position on it. And I love it. I mean, there's so many amazing, deeper ideas behind her pieces, including like giving recognition to Hal Finney, the founder, one of the people who created Bitcoin. Like, that's an amazing monumental piece that she's put together. And like Cucho said, these are not selling for more than what they're like. They are diamond hands. People are not selling them for anything less than 7.5 ETH. And that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for something that's digital art, but it's historical significance and very, very limited editions. And it shows through her Christie's auction. Cucho, do you want to explain that one, which is a stunning historical capture of time as well?
Yes. So last year, early 2021, especially, we saw the digital art space really get more and more attention, right? And at that point, the attention was not just coming from the crypto space, but also more and more attention was coming from more the traditional art world. And traditional auction houses like Christie's, like Sotheby's, they started to auction off some pieces of the most established artists in our space. And of course, if you think about who are the most established artists in our space, Josie must be one of the first names that come to mind, I think, for almost anyone that you would ask. And so Christie's actually did an auction of one of her pieces. This is also a really special piece. It's called the Genesis piece because it is one of the earliest pieces that she actually created. And this is another crypto-inspired theme. As you can see here in the background of the piece, it's the symbols that represent like a lot of different coins. And this piece, represents like the coin grace that we saw in like 2017. And something also that I think is really cool about this piece is that she didn't just want to represent like the biggest coins that we still have today, like ETH, etc. She also wanted to represent like the coins that were just there for a bit, but then actually completely disappeared. But this piece really, I mean, it's again like aesthetically a beautiful piece, but it also is very representative of that time around like 2017.
Yeah,
something else that we see.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, something else that we see is if you look at the price, I mean, she got auctioned off this piece for $400,000. And yeah, there are not a lot of artists that get auctioned off with these prices. So it is another milestone in her journey that truly established her as one of the most established digital artists.
Yeah, I just wanted to add those coins in the background. I believe those were the top traded coins at the time when she made the art, which really is, like I said, it makes it extremely historical because many of those coins do not exist anymore. And that to think that they were at the top, look at us now. What's the future going to look like? It's very thought-provoking when you look at the attention to detail that she provided with that specific piece. $400,000 is a lot of money, but where's she going to go from here? It could end up, it's spectacular. It could be something that we cherish long-term in the NFT space as this space continues to grow.
Perfect. Yeah, and we've been talking about, I mean, her art has been super scarce. There are just a few hundred of her NFTs out there that she minted. More recently, she actually created an avatar project that's called Cyber Brokers, which is a little bit bigger collection. It's a collection of 10,001 NFTs. And yeah, it's an avatar collection. It also has, again, like you can see her art style. If you just look at these avatars that are being displayed, more like the cyberpunk art style. And yeah, it is something that she's been working on for a very long time. And it got minted, I believe it was earlier this year. And yeah, it has been getting more and more traction in the NFT space. And it's we're going to do a separate video on it, but it's definitely another milestone in her journey and another cool project that she's been working on.
It's great because she's able to build a community around it. And with that community, she can build so much more to create a story, an incredible story that comes out chapter by chapter. So this is her new project right now. It seems to me like she's still creating art and NFTs. And yeah, she's the real OG that me and Kucho both tip our hats to. We love her art. We love and support everything that she does, and we can't wait to see what she does next.
For sure. She's one of the most influential persons in our space, and I bet there's a lot more to come. So this is definitely an artist and a person in the space that you want to follow.
Absolutely.
So thanks everyone for tuning in, and see you guys next time.
Bye.